up on E! News Week in Review. Are they legitimate? Serious questions are being raised about the Jackson-Presley marriage. Hello, everybody. I'm Bianca for Steve Kameko is on assignment. Did they say forever when they really meant never? That's the question being asked about the high-profile wedding of Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie Presley. Greg Agnew joins us now with details about the marriage that maybe never was. So what's happening, Greg?
Well, Bianca, that mysterious marriage was confirmed less than 3 weeks ago. But in that time, investigators have uncovered lots of details that make the unification seem more hoax than happiness.
He looked timid. It seemed to me that I was dealing more with a little boy and not a man that was 35 years old. But she looked normal. She was very cheerful and very extroverted. He was very nervous.
Even the judge who married the couple in the Dominican Republic is reportedly having doubts about the legitimacy of the marriage. Under Dominican Republic law, a person must be divorced for 10 months before they can remarry. According to the judge, Lisa Marie was only divorced for about 3 weeks before she married Michael. That country also requires notification of a divorce be printed in a Dominican newspaper for that divorce to be legal. There appears to have been no such notification. By U.S. law, Americans must obtain a special document from the U.S. Consulate office before they can get married in the Dominican Republic. According to reports, the Jacksons, seen here in their official wedding photos, never applied for nor received that document. Even the legitimacy of the marriage documents is in question due to many errors, including the misspelling of the bride's name. As you can see there, Lisa Marie's middle name is misspelled M-A-I-R-E.
So I guess the case isn't over yet.
Far from it.
Thanks, Greg. Elizabeth Taylor, who has been supportive of Michael Jackson throughout his legal ordeal, is going to court herself. She is trying to block NBC from making a mini-series about her life. The $10 million lawsuit alleges the production is inaccurate and invades the Oscar winner's privacy. Her attorney says it would hurt Miss Taylor's chances of selling the estimated $10 million rights to her life story. The mini-series is based on an upcoming biography by C. David Heyman that contends Taylor was beaten by 3 of her former husbands. Her attorney says that's not true. A TV film about O.j. Simpson won't air before his double murder trial after all. Fox Network chief Rupert Murdoch bowed to defense requests Thursday and agreed to delay airing the film until the trial is finished. And Friday, the LA Times reported an unnamed source claims early results of DNA tests do not link O.j. to a drop of blood found at the murder site. Blood was also the reason a pretrial hearing erupted on Wednesday.
We cannot rely on the good faith and the candor of the prosecution.
We think at this time it's appropriate to have an order to show cause rate contempt.
What we're really dealing with here, Your Honor, is an attitude problem.
The defense proclamations of ignorance and being deprived and all the deprivation is nonsense. And these misstatements are done deliberately to create the impression with the public that the prosecution is somehow behaving improperly. That is false. And I want everyone to know that right now. We have done nothing improper. We are in violation of no order. We have attempted to comply with every request of the defense, no matter how far-reaching or how out of bounds it has been. We have bent over backwards to be more than fair to them.
The tongue lashing was prompted by defense charges that prosecutors failed to send all blood samples to a Maryland lab for DNA testing. Thursday, the defense followed up on a different charge by filing a motion to see Detective Mark Furman's LAPD personnel files. Defense sources have said they may claim Furman has a history of racism on and off the job. The next hearing in Judge Lance Ito's court is scheduled for Monday. The LA Criminal Courts building could be crowded next month. The trials of O.j. Simpson and alleged Hollywood madam Heidi Fleiss are both scheduled to start September 19th. Actor Mickey Rourke had a court date of his own Friday, but the actor sent his attorney instead. Rourke's attorney asked for a postponement of the arraignment. The actor is accused of misdemeanor spousal battery for allegedly hitting and kicking his wife, actress Carrie Otis.
Most of the information I have about the case, as far as the allegations go, I've gotten from you folks in the 6 o'clock news. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to read this.
Rourke's attorney did not enter a plea. That will be done at the arraignment, which is now scheduled for next month. Coming up on E! News Week in Review, movie merchandising can be a bonanza for filmmakers. And David Caruso is anything but blue about leaving the New York force when we come back. Not long ago, movie profits consisted primarily of ticket sales, but things are different now, and many of this summer's hit films are cashing in big in other ways. Amy Pell joins us now with details. So besides tickets and popcorn, what else are we going to spend our money on?
I'm going to show you, Bianca. There's lots more. These days, when a film is a box office blockbuster, it's almost certain to cash in on that success in the retail industry. T-shirts, baseball caps, keychains, and other movie souvenirs added up to $16 billion in sales last year. That season or whatever's happening with the films, and they'll put it away until they have the next big event.
So I guess bring more money with you to the theaters.
That's right.
Thanks, Amy. Coming to theaters this weekend, a story about a friendship that knows no boundaries, an erotic thriller that's stirring controversy on and off the screen, and a look at the newest dynamic duo battling crime head-on.
I'm Rose.
Hi, Rose. Nice of you to run into me like this.
Bruce Willis stars in Color of Night, a movie filled with fantasy, seduction, and murder. Color of Night may be one of the most controversial movies of the year due to its violence and a nude Mr. Willis.
Look! I'm a crime fighter!
Blank Man teams in Living Color's Damon Wayons and David Alan Grier as a pair of crime-fighting misfits out to save their neighborhood.
Did you find a bomb?
Yeah, but not the one we're looking for.
Robin Givens plays a damsel in distress that in the end wins Blank Man's heart.
This is the newest member of our family. And our favorite color is blue. Big deal.
And if you love animals and kids, Andre has both. It's a story about a baby seal that's rescued by a fisherman, played by Keith Carradine. His little girl, played by Tina Majorino, falls in love with the animal, and they form a bond that is truly remarkable. Just ahead on E! News Week in Review, wedding bells may soon be ringing for Jack Nicholson. And the lights keep burning for the King 17 years later when we come back. The artist formerly known as Prince is going by a new name. Well, it's really not a new name. If you're all mixed up, David Adelson is here with us now to sort it all out. So is Prince doing the old switcheroo on us again?
Well, Bianca, from the very beginning of his career, Prince has been unpredictable. With his new album, Come, which hit the streets last Tuesday, it's clear that he's keeping his audience guessing, and that's the game of the name.
There's a new album on the street by Prince. That's right, Prince. Not that mysterious and somewhat goofy unnamed symbol he's been using.
In the day of wearing